Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest look at your forecast. It was a seasonal day yesterday with highs in the 40s for most areas, upper 30s up towards to the north, Marysville, Kansas City as well. Much warmer today. We'll go 5 to 7 degrees warmer. Most spots in the low to mid 50s, a few upper 40s still. It is going to depend on the amount of cloud coverage, but taking a look at Supercast with the clouds, it does look like we'll have a little bit more clouds during the morning and then afternoon sun. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. I did want to mention winds because that is going to be a factor today. At times around midday, you could have gusts around 40 miles per hour. Now, because this is going to be short-lived with how strong that the strongest winds will be today, there is not a wind advisory in effect. And you can see it diminishes again as we head into the afternoon. Wind gusts near 25-30 miles per hour once you get towards the 4 o'clock hour. So it is going to be a short period of time, but generally wind gusts between 30 and 40 miles per hour today could be expected, so averaging around 35. In the meantime, staying somewhat breezy tonight, so that combined with the clouds in the area, especially late tonight, will keep temperatures much warmer than what it was early this morning, likely staying above freezing, not only tomorrow morning, but really the rest of the week all the way through the holiday weekend, staying above the freezing mark. Maybe getting right around the freezing mark, if not slightly below that in north central Kansas, but for most areas, we are staying above the freezing mark. And then not quite as bad with the winds tomorrow, a little bit stronger winds down near I-35, but not as bad as today. So here's a look at Supercast, computer model number 1, showing the clouds this morning, but clearing out by the afternoon. And while it stays cloudy down in our far southern and western communities, we are going to be dealing with more sun further to the northeast you are. In the meantime, here's a look at the other computer model that we have that we're monitoring, showing a little bit better chance of seeing a general clearing, but still some clouds lingering in our southern communities. So almost a similar situation. So that's why I'm going mostly sunny today, or a general mix of sun and clouds, just because of that chance of clouds lingering in our southern communities this afternoon. I do expect the clouds to increase late tonight, staying dry tomorrow. There may be a few sprinkles late, but I'm not expecting anything meaningful tomorrow or tomorrow night or even into Thursday. But we will have an opportunity for rain to increase Thursday night into early Friday morning. I do have a rain chance in on Thursday just in case, even though that model had us dry. But that will be the first round of rain that comes through. We're looking at almost 2 rounds. It's going to be the Thursday, Friday time period, mainly Thursday afternoon through Friday morning. We'll get a chance to dry out through Saturday, and then the better opportunity for rain will be Saturday night through at least Monday morning, maybe a few showers that move back into the area Monday afternoon into Monday night. But that will be something that we'll continue to fine-tune with specifics on timing and details of how much rain could fall. And I do expect rain. Here's a look at the European model. Not quite as heavy as what some of the areas were seen from yesterday. Yesterday, the European model was showing some areas getting more than an inch. Now it looks like generally half inch to 3/4 of an inch for most areas. The GFS, still a little bit heavier in some areas with more than an inch. As I mentioned, not going to see much in the way of any winter precipitation the way it looks right now. All that stays off to our west, even through the Wednesday, Thursday time period. And the GFS, similar situation. Not much going on here in northeast Kansas when it comes to winter precipitation, at least accumulation-wise. But we will certainly be keeping a close eye on that. And just to give you an idea of what we're looking at for travel conditions, especially as we get into the holiday weekend, because that's really when the bulk of this precipitation across the country really starts to ramp up, is just in time for the holiday weekend, not so much for these next couple of days. You can see a lot of rainfall across the eastern half of the country, some snow up towards northwestern Kansas and western Nebraska, out towards the Rockies. Maybe even a little bit of ice danger near the New York, Washington area. You can see some pink showing up there. So certainly still some time for a lot of details to be changed and to continue to get more defined with specific details. So definitely keep checking back in for updates. No surprise here, warm and wet for the 6 to 10 day outlook with all the rain that we have in the latter half of the week and a holiday weekend. Warm and equal chances of wetter than normal, drier than normal in the 8 to 14 day outlook, and the 3 to 4 week outlook back into the warm and wet weather pattern. So looking good if you're wanting precipitation, which I know a lot of you do need, and we certainly need it here in eastern Kansas. So no doubt about that. But definitely keep checking that again for updates. I do expect certainly dry conditions. Even if we get anything, it would be only a couple hundredths of an inch of rain, especially Wednesday and Wednesday night, with the rain chance really starting to increase late Thursday into Thursday night. That will be our first opportunity for measurable rain, at least somewhere in northeast Kansas. Will it be widespread with this first round? Might not be. Better chance of more widespread rain once you get into the Saturday night through early Monday morning time frame. That's when the better chance of the widespread rain will be compared to the first round by the end of the work week, Thursday, Friday time period. Have a great day.